family, welcome to my Valentine's Day home decor special. In today's video, we are going to be putting a little touch of love throughout the house. We are going to be cleaning and decorating in preparation for Valentine's Day. So if you want to see how I decorated my home for this year's Valentine's Day, then please continue to watch. All right, family, let's go ahead and get started right here in the living room. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be fluffing up all of the pillows to make sure that they are all upright, fluffy, and comfortable. And I'm also going to show you the simplest way to add a little pop of love in this space. All right, family, so on to our pop of color. We have this fun pillow. Whenever I sit next to this pillow, I just like to play with it and run my fingers through. But this pillow is from HomeGoods. I've actually had it for a while. I really like it, and it just, again, adds the pop of love that we need in this big couch. All right, so moving on to the coffee table. I recently did a video of the living room and I did set up the coffee table. So today we're only going to be doing the top. As you saw there, I took everything off and we're going to start fresh. I'm using Windex to clean it because most times that is actually what I use to clean it. And it doesn't really hurt it, okay? So we're adding this coffee table book and I'm looking for a page that has a pop of pink. To match the, aesthetics, okay? So I'm adding my beads. I'm using all of the same things, but again, we're adding a little pop of love, hashtag a little pop of color for Valentine's Day. So as you can see, this beautiful bouquet of flowers or vase of flower, perfect shade of, just a touch of pink. And then we're going back in with our Tom Ford book. And then I have this beautiful new vase. It's so cute. I love the design. And then I have this bouquet of pink flowers mixed with different shades of pink. And it looks so realistic. I really like that. We're going back in with our tray, our gold tray, and our coasters. I did clean out the tray because it has some stains in it from, using it over the past few days. And then we're coming back in with our candle. I love the design of the lid of the candle. I just wanted to show you guys that. So we're going to go ahead and lit our candle. Again, going with the pink theme. It smells really nice. It smells like strawberry donuts, as it says. I always like to keep the lid of my candles because when I'm not burning it, I can cover it back up. And a great way to turn your candle off is to cover it with the lid. All right, so going back in with our room spray. I really like this room spray. It smells amazing. When you have guests coming over, just grab it, spray it real quick, and I'm telling you, they're going to ask you every time. Anyway, this is what the coffee table looks like. It's similar to what we had last time, but this time we have a little pop of love. So yeah, very simple, very calming, but also it's given what it's supposed to give. Anyway, moving on to your favorite chairs, y'all. When I posted the video about the unboxing of these chairs, a lot of you really loved it, and I'm so happy you guys love it because I do too. I always had one, and I always felt like something was off. I needed two of them, and it took a long time for me to get the second one, but I'm super glad I did. Really love it. Anyway, I usually have these vases just empty, but I wanted to add some flowers to it just for the next few days. They're gonna come out later. Anyway, this is actually Nadia's blanket. I was decorating, and she's at school, by the way, but I was decorating and she said, "Mommy, do you want to use my blanket?" I said, "Absolutely," because I don't have pink blanket, so that was perfect. Anyway, moving back on to this side, I'm just cleaning everything out. That is some of the decor pieces that I'm going to be using today. I just went ahead and, purchased them and literally had them down on the floors there. But I'm glad I'm finally getting to decorating so that I can declutter that area. Anyway, we're going in very simple in this area as well. I'm taking out the white flowers and returning or replacing it with, again, a touch of love. This beautiful, different shades of pink flowers. It's really cute and it gives that corner the pop of pink that it needs. Now going on to our bookshelf. This is my favorite place, y'all. So what I do is every season I try to add something that matches the season in the bookshelf, but I like to keep it just as it is. I don't like to change it out too much. I just collect all of my hard work, which is my vases DIY. I just collect them in there and I don't like to bother them. But like I said, every so often I will put a little pop of whatever the holiday is, I'll put it in there. Like last fall, we had some pumpkins in here. And during Christmas, we had a gift box in there. So yeah, things like that. But anyway, shutting it back up, I like to keep it nice and simple in here. Nothing critical, but you will see the pop of pink as soon as you walk in here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our dining table. Have you all seen the dining table makeover? If you haven't, please go ahead and watch it. It is the video before this one. You're going to love it. I redid the dining room and I did a very simple design because we do use this area a lot. So I added the fabric curtains or the linen curtains, and I also added the share curtains. I still have to get the piece from Walmart that I told you guys about. I will do that and maybe I'll make a video of that. But yeah, I added the gold vase as well. And it just looks really cool and elegant in here. That's the compliment I keep getting. It looks elegant. I might add one more share curtain to the bigger window, but we'll see. Anyway, this is the old flowers that was in the vase. These are the new ones that we're going to be using. Love, love. This is lavender. It's so pretty, so pretty, and it's so light and airy. And look at that. Once you put it in the vase, it just spreads out. I love the shape of the vase because it allows it to spread out like that. And it's, again, very light and airy, and it's perfect for the space. Again, I don't do too much with my dining table. I don't set it up with the plates and everything. I only do that during the holidays and very specific holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Last year, I actually only did Christmas. And even with that, as soon as Christmas was over, I took everything away. I just like my dining table to be nice and clean and simple. Okay, so moving all of the chairs back to their respective spaces. Then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the buffet table. So let's go ahead and get everything off. We have collected some dust over the last few days. So let's go ahead and just grab everything off and clean the table itself. All right, family, so I'm using a washcloth with just like soap and water. This works perfectly fine with this table. I realized that when I use too much product on it, it just gives it this weird vibe. So I just use soap and water for that specific table. And sometimes I use that for the dining table as well. But anyway, this is our biggest pop of color in this space, especially the dining room space. I actually did an entryway decor video with these exact same flowers. I got them from Burlington and they were like, I think $16.99 a piece. I could be mistaken. Yeah, I think that's what the price was. But anyway, these are so pretty. Leave the name of these flowers down below. So these are going to add this beautiful pop of color and this beautiful pop of love in the dining room. And I was super excited to open this. So let's go back and redecorate the buffet table. All right, we're bringing our vase back in. Again, I want to keep it nice and simple. So instead of the branches this time, we are going to be using the flowers. Again, leave the name of these flowers below. If you know them, leave it down below. All right, I love the shade of pink. It's so beautiful. This is the most beautiful hot pink flowers I've ever seen. I usually stay away from these like really bright colors, but look at this. Look how much life this brings to this space. It's I think I'm gonna keep this for a while if we're being honest. Anyway, so we're still bringing our trays back in, and look at this. Beautiful. I love this. I love the pop of pink. I love the pop of love, and yeah, it just brought the space all the way to life. And then the lavender flowers, beautiful, beautiful. The dining room is actually my favorite space now, y'all. It used to be the kitchen, but I'm telling you, the dining room takes it. Most people like the living room because of the tall windows, but right now, I'm in love with the dining room. Anyway, let's move on to the most complicated part of this space, which is the kitchen. The kitchen always has a lot more work than everywhere else. The other spaces, all I did was fluff some pillows here and there, clean the tables. But when I tell you this kitchen needs a lot of work, and you'll see that here in a minute. So I'm getting everything off of one side of the counter, and I have some dishes in the sink that I have to do. So we will be doing that. And as you guys saw in the last video, I had this vase of flowers. It still had some life in it, so I changed the water. But as you can see now, it's done, y'all. The flowers, they are begging for mercy, and it's time to let go. It's so beautiful, and I don't want to let it go, but at this point, yeah, it's time to let it go. So we will be unfortunately getting rid of our flowers today, but no worries. We'll get a brand new bouquet of flowers, and we're going to put that right back up. Like I said, I always like to keep a fresh bouquet of flower in the house whenever I can, because it just brings life. I don't know. It feels really good, when you see the fresh, real flowers. The decorative ones are nice, but I like the fresh ones as well. So anyway, I got rid of my flowers. I'm going to go ahead and wash my vase, but I'm also going to go ahead and wash the dishes. If you have followed the channel for a while, you probably know this about me, but I like to hand wash my dishes. I do not like loading the dishwasher and making it all perfect and spending the time to line everything up and then washing it for hours on end. Well, not hours, but for a really long time. And then coming back and having to unload it, to me, is a lot of work. So you guys tell me if I'm wrong, or tell me also if you do this as well. I got this rack from Amazon, and it dries the dishes. So I just prefer to wash the dishes, hand wash the dishes, and put them on the rack as I'm washing it. By the time I'm done, it's time to put them away, and I just put them away that way. What I also do is I keep a large bowl in the sink filled with water and soap, and I use it repeatedly to wash the rest of the dishes instead of having the water run the whole time. The only time I have the water run is when I am rinsing the dishes. Again, tell me if you do this or not. But if you're African, I feel like this is a very common practice, because this is how we save water, okay? So if you grew up in an African household, this is how we were taught to do it. This is how we learned to do it. So yeah, if you don't do it, I highly encourage you to try it. Don't turn the water on the whole time you're washing your dishes, because it's going to waste a lot of water. Yeah, as you can see there, I have a big frying pan, and it's also soaking, but that's the water I use to wash all of the dishes. Now I'm going to clean the rack area, and then now I can leave the water on as I rinse the dishes. But see how this process is so much faster? I'm using my hand to go back in and make sure everything is clean, no crumbs left, no, stains in the dishes. But I'm also running the water as I do this, but it's not going to run as long as if I, ran the water when I first started. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know down below if you practice this or if it makes any sense to you whatsoever. But yeah, this is an easier way to just wash the dishes and put them away versus, again, taking all of the time to load it, wait for it to be done and unload it. It's just a lot of work for me. Now, I do it once in a while when I'm feeling lazy or when I have a bougie day, but yeah, no. Most times, this is how we do it. My mom does it this way. I do it this way. We all do it this way. Okay. Anyway, just rinsing the plates. I was showing you that glass. It's so pretty. I got that from Ross, I think, and it was like $5.99, but it's so cute. It has the gold at the bottom, and then it has the glass on top. It's really, really gorgeous. Anyway, once the dishes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the sink. All right, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. When I go to people's house or people's homes and I see a dirty sink, I don't feel comfortable eating there. Call me what you want, but if your sink is dirty, I'm not just talking about, okay, you have a few dishes in the sink. I'm talking about even when the sink is empty, you see food stains and just particles of food. It's really gross to me. And so this is one of the ways that I don't know. All I'm saying is keep your sinks clean. Even if you have dirty dishes in there, pack the dishes in the way that it doesn't look so gross for other people, okay? And when you do wash your dishes, make sure you clean your sink. Make sure you wash your sink because it is just a great representation of your home, in my opinion. Your kitchen is a great representation of your home. Your bathrooms are also a great representation of your home. So if someone comes to your home and your bathroom is gross, there are stains everywhere on the toilet, in the sink. Again, wash the sink in there as well. But yeah, there are stains everywhere, the toilet, the sink, the floors. That's not a good representation of who you are. Same thing with your kitchen. You want to keep your kitchens decluttered and as clean as possible. Yeah, that's just sanitary. That's sanitation 101. Okay. All right. Now that we're done with class, let's go ahead and put these dishes away. As I said, the time it took me to, rinse it and clean the counter and do all of that, the dishes are practically dry. Now I can put them away. And yes, we do use the dishwasher as storage because we don't use it as a dishwasher a lot. So we do use it as storage. We do have drawers for our plates and cups, as you would see there. But again, the things that we use very often, we usually just keep them in the dishwasher. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the dishes away, as I said. So what I'm doing in that corner is I was putting the under cabinet lights back on, and I'll talk to you guys more about that in a minute. But yeah, let's just go ahead and clean the countertop. So now that the dishes are cleaned, dried, and put away, now we're going to go back in with this bleach spray to clean the countertop. I always like to clean my countertops, especially my granite countertop with bleach spray because it just sensitizes the place. It makes it clean, okay? It makes it clean and it gets rid of a lot of the odors that you might smell, all right? So bleach wipes, bleach spray, and the actual bleach is perfect for your kitchens and bathrooms. I don't care how many fancy sprays you have, how many, scented things you have. I really, really believe in something that has bleach and vinegar in it as far as for cleaning, especially bathrooms and kitchen. Those two go a long way. So please, if you don't already incorporate that in your cleaning routine, incorporate bleach. Sometimes spray some bleach on the countertops and wipe them off in the kitchen and the bathroom, but also pour some bleach and vinegar down your drain. What it does is it not only opens up the drains, it also cleans it and it makes it clean, basically. Anyway, moving on to my coffee nook. I'm taking everything out. I haven't cleaned this area in a while, so this is perfect. Even though I'm not doing anything festive in this area, I'm going to clean it while I'm here because, it's been a few days since we visited this area. So I went ahead and took everything off the countertop. Again, cleaning it with that bleach spray and the washcloth. And then I'm just going to go ahead and return everything. So this is where I got the powdered sugar, powdered milk, all of the teas and anything else that needs to be in, a coffee area. I do have that tray underneath the Keurig machine. That is where the coffee goes, okay? And then that little coaster and the spoon that's what I use to mix my coffee. But yeah, this is what this area looks like. Nice and clean. If you have seen a lot of my videos, you've probably seen that area. All right, so moving on to the cooking side of the counter. Again, switching everything from one side to another, making sure to visit this area with the bleach spray to clean it off. I realized that when you cook like a lot of like really scented food, like your fish and your meat, it starts to linger around the cooking area. And I don't like that at all. It bothers me. So again, the best way to get rid of that smell is your bleach and your vinegar. Sometimes just spray the place, let it sit there for a while, walk away from it, and then come back and wipe it. Or you can wipe it right away, depending on what kind of time you have on your hand. But yeah, that's one of the best ways to clean that area. So my stovetop, I love it, but I also have a love-hate relationship with it. The stovetop is complicated because it traps a lot of food in there and it makes it difficult to clean it versus, the flat ones that you can just wipe off. The flat ones have their own problems as well because they tend to have a mark, like a permanent mark on it after a while, especially where the cooktops that are used more often, they tend to have a mark. With this, you don't have that problem. However, you're going to have a lot of food trapped underneath those racks. So you have to take the racks off and then clean that area as you see me do there and then return the racks. So you can't win. Bottom line is you have to clean your kitchen. You cannot just let it do itself. It requires a lot of work. And for those of you who want the white kitchen, oh, my dream kitchen is white. My dream kitchen has always been white too, but I will tell you, a white kitchen requires a lot of work, okay? You got to clean it more because it's more visible to a lot of dirt, okay? So if you want a white kitchen, there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, that's my dream kitchen as well. But this is something I have realized, even with my first home, if you guys remember, I had a white kitchen and I used to talk about this a lot. White kitchen, a lot of work. Okay, so with that said, I have cleaned the majority of this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and return everything. Again, those vases, I love vases, if I haven't already said that. But those vases hold a lot of things, spices, teas, all kinds of things. Anyway, I have this cookbook. This one is specifically for barbecue. So I have it out here. It's just a display. Sometimes I have it out, sometimes I don't, but it's just for decoration. And then I have this vase of cookware where it's easy to grab when I am cooking. The next thing I really, really love in my kitchen are cutting boards. I love cutting boards. Again, if you're an OG to my channel, you probably know this. How many cutting boards can one person have? Not enough, if you ask me, okay? But it also serves as a beautiful decor piece for the kitchen. Anyway, I have another tray here and I have my oil and vinegar case that are empty again. I need to go ahead and replenish those, but that is a story for another day. Anyway, adding our flowers here and my cook set, my knife cook set. One of the knives are not there. I don't know where it is, so I got to go find it. I didn't realize that I was missing a knife until I started to edit this video. But yeah, we got to find those knives. Anyway, these are my, portable, removable under cabinet lights. These are from Amazon. I'm actually going to do a video about this to show you guys. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. That might be our first giveaway of the year. But these are rechargeable. You take them off and recharge them and they work really, really nice. For those of you who don't have the budget to pay somebody to install those you can just clip underneath the cabinet, and when they go dead, you can recharge them and put them back. So anyway, moving back on to the other areas of the kitchen here, I have a candle here, and I also have I think this is a basket. What do you want to call this? It's a bowl. It's not a basket, it's a bowl, but that is my favorite bowl because I put a lot of the things that we use on a daily basis in there, but usually I have fruits in there. But yeah, these are our fruit. We have oranges and apples. Nadia loves apple slices and she also loves tangerine. And my mom loves oranges. So we almost always have those. But yeah, I am cleaning these footboard or backsplash. What do you want to call these? Are these footboards? I call them footboards because this is where the feet goes when you put the chairs back here. These are shiplap, okay, but they're just for decoration. But they do get stained and dirty because we do kick them when we're sitting up here. So I always try to clean them. But anyway, a lot of you ask about these dining chairs. They are from Wayfair. When I got mine, they were sold out. These are pretty expensive, okay? I don't want to tell you guys what the prices are, but if any of you looked them up when I first put the video up, you already know they are pretty expensive. So when I got mine, I think I got the last 4. I did share the link, but a lot of you came back and said it was sold out, which I already said in the video, it was sold out. But yeah, I really, really like them. Love the style, love the shape. And yes, I did mean to get counter height, not bar height. Okay, that's one of the questions I get a lot. Anyway, let's move on back to the living room. I have my vacuum or sweeper. I'm just going to go ahead and sweep a little bit, make sure that all the crumbs and everything that, has accumulated over the last few days go away. The great thing about this sweeper is, again, I can use it on the carpet, but I can also use it on the hard surface. And not only that, because it's so small, I can fit it in a lot of small spaces. And it's so easy to carry around. I like it way, way more than the big, bulky vacuum. I will try to link this. If I cannot find the exact link to it, I'll link something similar. And by the way, this is what I usually try to do, y'all. If I have something in the video and I don't have a link to it, I try to link something similar, especially now that YouTube has the shop option. Always check my videos. I'll try to tag products in the video that I know you guys are going to ask about. But if I can't find the specific link to the specific item, I will link something similar. All right. So always check that out. Always check out the tagged product or check out the description box. All right. So I'm just continuing the vacuum here. I did vacuum the kitchen, the living room, and the dining room. And again, it works great because I can vacuum any space with this. As you can see there, the handle came off. It's not broken. It just comes off sometimes. So moving back in with our Swiffer, we are going to Swiffer the floors to make sure that it's super clean. And this adds the cherry on top of our cleaning situation. Not only does it smell amazing in here because of the candle and the room spray that I sprayed earlier, but the Swiffer has a scent to it. It has a really pleasant, clean scent to it. So whenever I clean and use the Swiffer, I just love to just stand here and sniff because it just smells like heaven. It smells really good. But yeah, just again, going around and swiffering the entire place. Again, I like the Swiffer because it fits in all of the small spaces and corners. And also, I like the fact that once I use the one pad, sometimes I use 1 or 2, usually 1 because the floors are not that dirty. But depending on what we had going on, like the big snow days, the floors got really dirty because of the snow and the ice and not the ice, the salt. So I had to use like 2 or 3 pads. But in a case like this, I only need to use 1. But the point I was trying to make is once you use the pad, you can take it off and throw it away versus using those big buckets or anything else that you have to squeeze and keep. I kind of have an issue with that, but it's just me. It's just in my head. I prefer to use the Swiffer pad and throw it away when I'm done than to keep it and have to reuse it. But like I said, it's just me. And if you guys use other methods, please let me know below an easier or more cost-effective method. But this is what has been working for me so far. But yeah, look at the pop of love in this space. We didn't do too much. Just little touches here and there. And we got Valentine's Day in the whole living room. How beautiful. This is a view from upstairs. My favorite view when I come from my bedroom. I just like to look down here like, yeah, girl, the house is clean. And it can also be a nightmare when when the house is not clean, because when I stand from upstairs and look down, yeah, the house is not clean. So it's a win-lose situation depending on what day it is. But anyway, this is our living room. It looks really nice. Again, simple pops of pink and pops of love everywhere. You guys know that I'm not into the bright color, so this is a lot for me, but I appreciate this because you can walk in here and tell that either spring is coming up or it's Valentine's Day. But it's definitely festive in here, and yeah, we did that, y'all. These are really, really simple ways that you can add Valentine's to your house. You don't have to go out and buy a whole new set of furniture, a whole new set of stuff. Just look for those little decorative pieces that you have here and there and just do your thing. It's about the strategy. You have to just strategize and make what you have work. So a lot of these pieces were throughout the house, and I think I only bought like two or three things to achieve this look. So yeah, this is the simplest way you can bring some festivity or some of the season in your house without, breaking the bank. Yeah, family. So that is it for today's video, y'all. Please comment your favorite part of today's video. With that said, that is it for today's video, y'all. This is how I was able to incorporate some love into my home for Valentine's Day. Please let me know how you did it at your house, or did you do it at all? All right, family, that is it for today's video. Thank you all again so much for your love and support. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.